Okay, we're gonna try this again. Hey, laid back topics. I'm sorry. Welcome to the video and the live. I know ain't nobody on yet, but that's alright. Y'all can go on YouTube and watch it. I looked up Zillah, Zillah, Z-I-L-L-A-H in the Bible. Remember, that was one of the names of Lamech's wives, the name of one of his wives, and it means shade or shadow. But I'm gonna get this book I seen. It's called Hebrew Word Study. I want that book, y'all, cause it got different languages, the Hebrew language in it, and it got the English version. And the book is by Chain Bentara, R-A-H at the end, Ra. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So before we get started, I hope y'all had a pleasant evening. I know it's late. I'm a night crawler, y'all, but that's alright. We ain't gonna let 12 o'clock hit without getting into the word. Okay, so Josh, would you like to tell the laid back topic viewers the name you found and what it means? You know how to pronounce, you remember how to pronounce it?
I need to see it.
Hopefully y'all can hear him.
Mershala Hasbaz.
I cannot say it. I ain't gonna even try to say it.
Mershala Hasbaz.
Mershala Hashbaz is the longest name in the Bible. Y'all, I gotta show y'all this. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see that long name? The M name right there. Can y'all see that? That M name. The longest name in the Bible. That boy got a long name. And he is the second son of the prophet Isaiah, is who he is. That's interesting, right? I can't wait to see what his story is about when we get to him. I got some other details in here too. We went over the name Eve, and last night we did the fall of man, and we did that all the way up into the descendants of Adam. Remember Lamech, he found out that he killed, well, he realized he the one killed Cain, right? And he said, if Cain is avenged sevenfold, as the Lord said he would be, then Lamech will be avenged at 77-fold. So we stopped there, and then we're gonna start with the descendants of Adam. We know Adam was forced out of the Garden of Eden. We know Cain was, and we left off where Lamech would be avenged 77-fold. And after that it says, the last paragraph before we get to the descendants of Adam, just so y'all can recap and remember where we left off. Adam knew Eve as his wife again, and she gave birth to a son, and her son name were Seth. But it says Adam knew Eve as his wife again, and she gave birth to a son and named him Seth, for she said, God has granted another child for me in place of Abel, because Cain killed him. To Seth also a son was born, whom he named Enosh. Okay, so we're going to get into the story of Enosh. Like Enoch. Enosh. You know, he had to have been named after Enoch. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying, I'm guessing. Mortal man, mankind. I'm guessing that's what his name means. At that same time, men began to call on the name of the Lord in worship through prayer, praise, and thanksgiving. Joel 2:32, Luke 3:38, Act 2:21. Okay, Descendants of Adam. This is the book, the written record, the history of the generation of the descendants of Adam. When God created man, he made him in the likeness of God, not physical, but a spiritual personality and mortal likeness. He created them male and female, and blessed them and named them mankind at the time they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he became the father of a son in his own likeness, according to his image, and named him Seth. Can y'all imagine living to be 130 years old in good health, still can do everything for yourself? We is merely babies compared to the ages they lived in the biblical times. After he became the father of Seth, Adam lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Not to mention the age, but you still making babies at that age. Nowadays, excuse me, you gotta be in tip-top shape at 60 in order to, you know, maybe be lucky and conceive a child, or to make a child. So Adam lived 930 years in all, and he died. Woo. When Seth was 105 years old, he became the father of Enosh. So Enosh is Seth's child, Seth. Seth lived 870 years, 7 years after the birth of Enosh, and he had other sons and daughters. So I wonder, like, y'all think they could be, they could have counted their ages like we count our age now? That'll be an interesting topic to get into, huh? They probably got, like, they have different types of calendars, so I'm sure they timed, the way they told time and kept up with things was different. It's just like the older days, you know, we didn't, before birth certificates, the midwives would write the child's birth and time of birth into the back of the Bible, and then it was up, I guess, to the parents or whatever to keep up with the child's age.
Naturally.
I actually had a friend. This lady didn't really know how old she was, and I had someone I knew. He was like a patient, but I wasn't his caregiver, so let's get that straight. But he was 105 years old, and we would talk a lot about his age, and he said this was his saying, y'all. Well, I counted up to possible being 105 years old. So it was very possible he was older than that or younger than that. So I mean, and he looked it good for his age, still in his right mind. He just didn't have, he lost one of his eyes, and I was too scared to be disrespectful to ask him how did that happen. But other than that, he was a-okay. That's crazy. So Seth lived 912 years, and he died. When Enosh was 90 years old, he became the father of Kenan. Enosh lived 815 years after the birth of Kenan, and had other sons and daughters. So Enosh lived 905 years, and he died. When Kenan was 70 years old, he became the father of Mahal, let's see, Mahalel, see if y'all can pronounce that, M-A-H, Ma, right? A-L, L-A-H, Mahalal. Mahalel?
I think so.
So, let's see. Kenan was 70 years old. He became the father of Mahalel. How you say it? Mahalel?
Mahalel, I think.
Mahalel. Kenan lived 840 years after the birth of Mahalel, and had other sons and daughters. So Kenan lived 910 years, and he died. When Mahalel was 65 years old, the youngest I read yet, he became the father of Jard. Mahalel lived 830 years after the birth of Jard, and had other sons and daughters. So Mahalel lived 895 years, and he died. When Jard was 100, and 62 years old, he became the father of Enoch. So is that a different Enoch?
I think
So
so.
so far we have two Enochs. Okay, Jard lived 800 years after the birth of Enoch, and had other sons and daughters. Okay, y'all, think about this. You see how they got two Enochs? Just say, like, if the generation before this Enoch came didn't know nothing about the first Enoch, the first child that was named Enoch, but for some reason in those parents' heart, for some reason they like, Enoch comes to mind, we're gonna name that child Enoch, not knowing that the name is in the family generation. Gail, good evening, how you doing? I hope you have a good day. I've been talking my butt off. We are doing Descendants of Adam. Whatever you miss, like I said on every video, you can go and watch it on YouTube. I hope you're having a good night.
What's the channel name?
And the channel name is Layback Topics, so you can go and watch it on there. And I'm glad you joined. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Grab you some coffee or some tea, your blanket and your snacks, and get laid back. We're learning in this Bible, and it's the Amplified version. Okay, so where we was on Enoch. Okay. Jar lived 800 years after birth of Enoch and had other sons and daughters. So Jar lived 962 years and he died. When Enoch was 65 years old, he became the father of Methuselah. You know how to pronounce it? Methuselah? It's Meth. That's Met. Selah. Selah. Selah.
Methuselah?
Meshalah.
Yeah, I think it's probably like that.
I think, all of them got the name of the ending with that L-A-H. La. Enoch walked in habitable fellowship with God 300 years after the birth of Meshalah and had other sons and daughters. I be killing them names. Them names be I be slicing them up, don't knowing, can't pronounce their name. So all the days of Enoch were 365 years, and in the reverent fear of obedience, Enoch walked with God, and he was not found among men. That's in parentheses in the amplified version of the Bible. It tells you what certain things mean or where to go and find that information at. Because God took him away to be home with him. Hebrew 11:5. When Meshulah was 187 years old, he became the father of Lamech. So we got another Lamech, or is that the same? That's another Lamech, right?
What?
Lamech. That's another Lamech.
I don't know. I only know of the Lamech from...
The first Lamech was from...
that city.
Lamech said to his wife, he was died, gave birth to Jabal. He became the father of those. His brother name was Jabal. He became the father of all those who played the lyre and flute. Zillah gave birth to Tubal. Cain, the smith, craftsman, and teacher of every artisan and instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Tubal, Cain, was Naamah. Lamech said to his... So the first Lamech was the son of Methuselah, and Arad became the father of Mijel, and Mijel became the father of Methuselah. And Methuselah became the father of Lamech. So the first Lamech was Methuselah's son. Okay, so this is a different Lamech. Methuselah lived 782 years after the birth of Lamech and had other sons and daughters. Can y'all know how to roll y'all tongue? I think a lot of these names probably required it. I cannot roll my tongue to save my life. So Methuselah lived 969 years and he died. I keep thinking all those people is women, but they men.
I know they do have the women's.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think that's a woman. When Lamech was 182 years old, he became the father of a son. Okay, that threw me. He became the father of a son. He named him Noah. All right, now we down to it. So Noah was Lamech's son. Okay. He named him Noah, saying, comfort from our work and from the dreadful toll. Dreadful is in parentheses, toll of our hands because of the ground which the Lord cursed. I was about to say that. Lamech lived 595 years after the birth of Noah and had other sons and daughters. I love the story of Noah. So all the days of Lamech were 777 years and he died. They supposedly found Noah's ark. I ain't gonna lie, I would like to go see it, but I would not touch it if that's true. Like, I don't know, something like that you don't mess around with, play around with it. It's, you know, holy and sanctified, and I don't want to be tainting it. Or I don't know how you would feel about going see Noah's ark.
I would like to go see it.
Would, like, if they would give tours or whatever to go inside, which they would never do that. But would you go? I would go, but I wouldn't like mess with anything or whatever. I would take pictures.
You know there are some people trying to steal pieces.
Oh, you already know, peeling pieces of wood off, getting splinters and everything, trying to take it back. I think you would literally be cursed. You go on that boat and steal something. God gonna get you for that. He will surely get you some kind of way for that. Okay, let's see, guys. After Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The corruption of mankind. Oh my goodness. All right. Y'all ready for this? We all know what's gonna happen, right? I wish it wasn't like that. To think like if the world wouldn't have happened, well, the first time, if it didn't happen the way it happened, you know, how y'all think it would be like? We still would be, I wouldn't use the word clueless, but not knowing, you know, that we not clothed. We would get to talk to God directly, because he surely came, his voice came to talk to Adam, you know, and he met Adam in the garden, and we would surely be able to, you know, hear his voice. We still can hear his voice. All we gotta do is listen, and most of the time we don't be quiet enough for us to listen, to hear him. But that would be something. Things happen for a reason. So, the corruption of mankind. Okay. Now it happened when man began to multiply on the face of the land, and daughters were born to them, that the Son of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful and desirable, and they took wives for themselves, whomever they chose and desired. Then the Lord said, my spirit should not thrive. They got TH, strive, and remain with man forever, because he is indeed flesh, sinful, corrupt, given over the sensual appetites. Nevertheless, his days shall yet be 120 years. There were Nephilim, men of stature, notorious men, parentheses, on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the sons of God lived with the daughters of men, and they gave birth to their children. These were the mighty men who were of old men, of renowned, great reputation, female, Deuteronomist. Is that right, Deuteronomist?
Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomist?
I think so.
Well, what's N-U-M? Numeronomist. Do they have both? Let me see.
I'm not sure.
Hold on. N-U-M. They got N-U-H, which is Nahum, Jonah, Deuteronomist, I see it, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, 205, okay. Dang, I didn't know they had that. Okay. The Lord saw the wicked. Oh, y'all, you guys. When y'all, hi, one boss lady. Thanks for joining. Hope y'all had a good day. Maria Q. Maria, hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining. If y'all don't know, y'all may get y'all pencil and pad if y'all want to take a little notes, if y'all feel like y'all need to take notes, because I do want to come back to the Nephilim. And I know certain things, I've been writing certain things down because I feel like the further we read on, you know, the more that it's going to come back, and it's going to tell a little bit more about what that topic is talking about. So that's mostly why we take notes and to compare, because this is the amplified version and I'm gonna be going through a whole lot of other versions so we can see and try to get the whole story and studying the Bible and getting closer to God. Hey Putty, welcome. Gaily, hey Gaily, hi, thank you for joining. Okay, so we don't know, y'all. Let's see. The mighty men who were old, men of renown, great reputations, female, fame. Oh, it got fame. Numbers 13:33. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and that every imitation of intent of the thoughts of his heart were only evil continuously. The Lord regretted that he had made mankind on the earth, and he was deeply grieved in his heart. So the Lord said, I will destroy mankind, whom I have created from the surface of the earth, not only man, but the animals, and the crawling things, and the birds of the air. Excuse me. Because it deeply grieves me, parentheses, to see mankind sin, and I regret that I have made them. But Noah found favor and grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the records of the generations, family history, parentheses, of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, one who was just and had right standing with God, blameless in his evil generation. Noah lived in habitable fellowship with God. Now Noah became the father of 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and populations of the earth was corrupted, absolutely deprived spiritually and mortally. Putrid, that's parentheses, in God's sight, and the land was filled with violence, disintegration, and fragments, outrage, assault, and lust for power. God looked on the earth and saw how debased and degenerate it was, for all humanity had corrupt their way on the earth and lost their true direction. God said to Noah, I intend to make an end of all that lives, for through men and land is filled with violence. And behold, I am about to destroy them together with the land. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make in its rooms stall, pens, coops, nests, cages, compartments, and coat it inside and out with bitumen. This is the way you are to make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and the height 30 cubits. 450 by 75 by 45. You shall make a window for light and ventilation for the ark, and finish it to at least a cubit, 18 inches from the top, and set the entry door of the ark in its side, and you shall make it with lower, second, and third deck. For behold, I will bring a flood of waters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, in which there is the breath and spirit of life. Everything that is on the land shall die, but I will establish my covenant, solemn promise, formal agreement is what that means. Hey Parker, how you doing? Little me, thanks for joining. How y'all doing tonight? Dan, Willabet. Hi, nice to meet y'all. Thank y'all for joining. But I will establish my covenant, solemn promise, formal agreement. And for the ones who just joining, y'all don't know, whatever y'all miss, y'all could go on Laidback Topics on YouTube and watch the whole thing so y'all can catch up. And of every living thing on land you shall bring 2 of every kind into the ark, to keep them live with you. They shall be male and female. Y'all should know what I'm reading from, Noah's Ark. Hey Dolores, nice to meet you. I hope y'all had a good day today. Kind of started late, y'all. I be trying to start between 9:30 and 11. I hope I can get started. You know, I get back on schedule to where I can start back on at 9:30. That way it won't be too late.
What killed me?
They shall be male and female of fowls, of birds according to their kind, of animals according to their kind, of every crawling thing of the ground according to its kind. 2 of every kind shall come to you to keep them alive. Also take with you every kind of food that is edible, and you shall collect and store it, and it shall be food for you and for them. So Noah did this according to all that God commanded him. That is what he did. The flood. Hey y'all, we up to the flood. Then the Lord said to Noah, come into the ark, you with all your household, for you alone I will seem as righteous, doing what is right before me in the generation. Of every clean animal you shall take with you 7 pair, the male and female, and his female, and of animals that are not clean, 2 each, the male and his female. Also of the bird of the air 7 pair, the male and the female, to keep its offspring alive on the surface of the earth. For its 7 days I am going to cause it to rain, on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And I will destroy every living thing that I have made from the surface of the earth. So Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of water came on the earth. Then Noah and his sons and his wife and his son's wife with him entered the ark to escape the flood waters of clean animals and animals that are not clean, and birds and fowls, and everything that crawls on the ground. They came into the ark with Noah 2 by 2, the male and the female, just as God had commanded Noah. And after the 7th day, God released the rain, and the flood waters came on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the 2nd month, on that same day, all the fountains of the great deep burst open, and windows and floodgates of the heavens were opened. It rained on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On the very same day, Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them entered the ark. They and every animal according to its kind, all the livestock according to their kind, every moving thing that crawled on the earth according to its kind, and every bird to its kind, every winged thing of every sort. So they went into the ark with Noah, 2 by 2, of all living beings, in which there was the breath and spirit of life. Pass Samuel, Piaro, hi, Barb. Thank y'all for joining. How y'all doing? Reading about Noah's Ark in the Amplified version. Okay. Those which enter male and female. I lost my page. They and every animal according to its kind, all the livestock according to its kind. We read that part. So they went into the ark, Noah 2 by 2 of all living things, in which there was the breath and spirit of life. Those which entered, male and female of all flesh, entered as God had commanded Noah. And the Lord closed the doors behind him. The flood, parentheses, the great downpour of rain, was 40 days and nights on the earth. And the waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it flooded high above the land. The waters became mighty and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. The water prevailed so greatly and were so mighty and overwhelming on the earth, so that all the high mountains everywhere under the heavens were covered. The fact the water became 15 cubits higher than the highest ground. It's higher than mountains. Hey, MS Bluebird 22. Sam. Hey, Sam. Stephanie. How you doing, Stephanie? And the mountains were covered. All living beings that move on the earth perish. Birds and cattle, domestic animals, wild animals, all things that swarmed and crawled over the earth, and all mankind. Everything on the dry land, all in those nostrils, whose nostrils was the breath and spirit of life, died. God destroyed, parentheses, blotted out, wiped away, every living thing that was on the surface of the earth, man and animal, and the crawling things, and the birds of the heavens were destroyed from the land. Only Noah and those who were with him in the ark remained alive. That's Matthew 24:37-44, y'all. The waters covered all of the earth for 150 days, 5 months. The flood abated. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do one more page. I hope y'all enjoying the amplified version of the Bible. Like I told y'all, like the ones who just joining and don't know, I'm not no teacher, no preacher. My journey is to get close to God, and I'm happily inviting y'all to take that journey with me, to learn what we can learn to get closer to God. Because if we don't know the word, we can't know him, because he is the word. And that's how I feel we can get closer to God and know things that we supposed to know and should know, because it's right at our fingertips, and it is up to us to learn all we can learn, so we can know what he need, what he want, because we serve him. So I'm glad y'all here, and I hope y'all enjoy the journey with me, because the studying of learning the Bible and just going through all aspects of what happened and what could happen and did happen, just being knowledgeable, so I hope y'all enjoy the journey with me. So we at the Flood of Abates, and we're gonna do one more page. I normally if y'all go on the site, y'all will be able to see the whole video. And I'm gonna have some books that I'm ordering coming in for the Hebrew names. It's gonna tell us the meaning of the names and how to pronounce the names, and that's in the Bible, the known names and the unknown names that's in the Bible. So we're gonna have fun with that and be able to learn a lot with those things too. Okay, here we go. The Flood of Abates. And God remembered and thought kindly of Noah and every living thing, and all the animals that were with him in the ark. And God made a wind blow over the land, and the waters receded. Also the fountains of the deep surrenderance waters, and the windows of the heavens were closed, and pouring rain from the sky was restrained, and the waters receded steadily from the earth. At the end of the 150 days, the water had diminished. On the 17th day of the 7th month, 5 months after the rain began, the ark came to rest on the mountain of Arat. Josh, how you pronounce that? Arat. Arat. Arat.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's in Turkey.
Yeah, it's probably Arat.
I heard that name before. Hold on, I heard them pronounce the name before. Y'all, if my computer don't act up on me, I like Google telling me how I can how to pronounce different names and the meaning of it. And I can't find that's the wrong one. Just look it up for me to ask Google how to pronounce it. A-R-A Hararats, I think. And see what it means. It's in Turkey. A-R-A-R-A-T.
Okay.
I know that's crazy, huh, y'all? Jamara 3517. Hey Jamara, how you doing? if I said your name right. Sam, I be tearing them names up.
Spell it again.
Can't pronounce it. Ararat. Be butchering them names. That's sad.
It's a mountain.
Yeah, but how you pronounce it? See if it'll tell you how to pronounce it. Harat. That tongue don't wanna thing. Hey raised. Thank you for joining. HNY 11. How you pronounce? I don't know. Thank you for joining. I don't want to screw up y'all names. Let me know when you got it.
Ararat.
Ararat. Ararat, y'all. If y'all didn't know y'all anything like me,
Ararat.
Ararat. Big DC capital. Big D capital B. Thank you for joining. How you doing? I hope y'all having a good night. Y'all night owls like me. Diane. Hi, Diane. How y'all doing? The water continued to recede until the 10th month. On the first day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains were seen. At the end of another 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent out a raven which flew here and there until the water were dried up from the earth. Then Noah sent out a dove to see if the water level had fallen below the surface of the land. But the dove found no place on which to rest the sole of her foot. And she returned to him to the ark, for the waters were still on the surface of the entire earth. So he reached out his hand and took the dove and brought her into the ark. He waited another 7 days and again sent the dove out from the ark. The dove came back to him in the evening, and there in her beak was a fresh olive leaf. So Noah knew that the water level had subsided from the earth. Then he waited another 7 days and sent out the dove, but she did not return to him again. Now in the 601st year of Noah's life, on the first day of the first month, the waters was drying up from the earth. Then Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and the surface of the ground was drying. On the 27th day of the second month, the land was entirely dry, and God spoke to Noah. I hope that light not bothering y'all. Good. Saying, God, go out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives with you. Bring out with you every living thing from all flesh, birds and animals, and every crawling thing that crawls on the earth, that they may breed abundantly on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply on the earth. So Noah went out, and his wife and his sons and their wives with him. After being in the ark 1 year, that's a long time to be in the ark, huh? 1 year and 10 days. How many of y'all think y'all could actually stay in the ark without not going outside, not seeing nobody but the same people over and over again. I guess Noah was humble and blessed, like he was like that person. He ain't bothered him. He just let it shrug off his shoulders, knowing that was the best thing for him and his family. Every animal, every crawling thing, every bird, and whatever moves on the land went out by families, type groupings, that's in parentheses, from the ark. And Noah built an altar to the Lord and took of every clean animal and of every clean bird and offered burnt offerings on the altar. The Lord smelled the pleasure aroma, a smoothing, satisfying scent, parentheses. And the Lord said to himself, I will never again curse the ground because of man. I love that. For the intent, strong inclination, desires of man's heart is wicked from his youth. And I will never again destroy every living thing as I have done while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. Well, y'all, that's our study for the night, Noah and the Ark, and the descendant of Adam, the corruption of mankind, and Noah's Ark. We covered a lot. The flood. We covered a lot tonight. I hope y'all was able to take away something good from this video. You know, I'm not no expert. As y'all can see, I'll be butchering names left and right, but that's alright. We get the idea. This whole idea of studying the Bible is to be knowledgeable of the word. Point blank. You have all these things in the world. I wonder if this is real. I wonder if that is real. You go to the Bible, it tell you past, present, and future. You know, I mean, it's all in one, and some things have came to the past, but I know one thing have come to pass. But I know one thing. My journey is to get closer to God. I'm not here to force nothing on nobody. That's y'all decision. Y'all is always welcome to just join in and listen to the stories of the Bible, the Old Testament. And y'all gotta make that decision to where y'all want to build a closer relationship with God. That's for y'all to decide, but I don't mind having y'all. I love y'all being here. Hey, Tracy. I love y'all being here, joining me for this. You know, I'm new at this thing, so I promise you it ain't perfect, but I'm not gonna give up. We've been on this thing for like what, 4 or 5 days now, and we got this whole thick book right here and so many more, because you know, you go to one, you read about one thing, and then that further down the line, you know, that same topic will unfold even more deeper into the book and many other books. Because from what I understand, you know, some they got a lot more information to the Bible, and I want to know that, and all those things connect. So we're gonna be getting into a lot of interesting things. You know, I hope y'all stick around. One thing I wanted to mention to y'all before we get out of here, I got so much stuff written down. I want y'all to go and look at what's the first video I recommend. His name is Elijah Zilke. Shout out to Elijah. He on the YouTube channel. He be having some good stuff on his channel. Hope he don't mind me sending y'all over there. Go give him a like and a subscribe to him. And this video, John Bereave exposes different things, and it all correlates with the Bible. It all has everything to do with the Bible, because at the end of the day, we in a spiritual war between God and the devil, good and evil. And eventually, whether we want to or not, we're going to have to choose our side. We can't be half on this side and half on that side. It's just not how it works. And another video he have on there, once again, go to Elijah channel and subscribe to him. Give him a thumbs up. And I wish y'all somehow do the same for me on YouTube. And I'm still working on how to work this live. So whatever y'all can do, share this video. Word them out. Something. Rara. Hey Rara, how you doing? I hope I ain't pronounced your name wrong. I be butchering them names. Okay, so anyway, another video is ex-warlocks demons, and this I ain't gonna tell y'all what it's about, but y'all think about all that's in the Bible and go and listen to those videos. Go and do y'all research on those videos. They really some good videos. I think y'all would like them. And it'll be really interested in y'all, especially if y'all on the same journey I'm on, you know, because I like stuff like that. They even mentioned the what's the name of them?
What's that?
I always just say the giants.
The Nephilim?
The Nephilim in the Bible. I don't know if y'all had done journeyed in already, but it's on video right here. They mentioned that in the Bible. And you know, you got debates and this and that. I mean, we could believe or not believe. It is what it is, you know. It's there whether we believe it or not. Just like God. God is real whether we believe it or not. Whether we want him in our lives or not. He is real. The same with evil, you know. I mean, we gotta get our stuff together. Things is happening so fast, and I just wish, especially the younger people, get excited about God again. I remember when my children were small and I would take them to church, they would just be so excited, and I read the stories in the Bible, they would just be so excited, just singing along and clapping and just being so excited about God and knowing about him. You know, I miss them old days. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Okay, y'all, I ain't gonna keep y'all much longer. Go ahead and watch those videos, because and y'all leave some comments, whatever y'all think about those videos, and y'all input. Hey David, how you doing? Tracy, my supporter, man. Thank you so much. You be on it every day. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all support means so much to me. Thank you. And I took down some notes, meaning in Hebrew. You know, I got so much in those, but as we uncover the stories in the Bible, it relates to the notes that I done took down, because I be doing a little studying on my own, you know. We'll go into those stories and those topics, so we got a lot to cover. We ain't in no rush. And before I go to bed, before I let y'all out of here, I would like to leave y'all with a night prayer, if y'all don't mind. I have some really amazing prayers on the phone, on my phone, but I'm doing my live on my phone, so I can't get to it. Hey Island Girl, thank you for joining. Hey Renee, how y'all doing? We just about to say some short prayer. Bless everybody for the night. Okay, y'all, night prayer to calm anxiety and rest in God's presence. Now, this is a video. I don't claim no rights to this video. I just want everybody to have a night prayer. Leave here with some positive thoughts, a peaceful thought, even if I put some laughter into your life tonight. You know, with them chopping the words up like it ain't no tomorrow. I would rather read y'all a prayer. Josh, you have one on your phone?
Just the ones from the Bible app.
Yeah, you have a night one?
I guess.
Y'all be patient with me. I don't want y'all to leave away from here without a night prayer. I'm going to have to download some on my computer. The one I have now, the computer I have, that's a hot mess. Hey, Amanda Smith, how you doing? I hope you enjoyed your Saturday. Y'all staying warm? Like, I don't know. I'm in Louisiana. I don't know where y'all is, but Louisiana weather is bipolar, man. Y'all stay warm, and I don't know. They got some type of flu or whatever going around. Don't quote me on that, but it didn't pass through this house. Y'all stay well. Drink y'all some regimens and some teas and keep y'all mask. I stay covered with my mask. I'm sorry. Just stay positive. Be grateful, y'all. Because, you know, no matter what we go through, they always got somebody doing worse than us. Even if we don't have much, you know, the people in your life, even if you meet a new person in your life, you don't even know them, you just met them, and they so nice and sweet, and be grateful you met that person. There's a reason why you probably have met them. You know, they could have been a horrible person, you know. I know, y'all, just be grateful. Every day be grateful for the small things. That's all we can do, give thanks. Alright, y'all ready? I love my morning prayer and my night prayer. Okay, let's bow our heads. Jude 1:21. That's who it's from. Jude 1. It says night prayer from Jude 1:21. Dear Lord, I am grateful for your love and your provision in our lives. As I experience the weight of our burdens, I ask that you would enable to perceive your hand at work. Remind us of your unfailing love that shields us from danger, from all harm and evil. Carry our struggles and console us and our families through storms. Please keep us close to you. Guide us, Father. Help us. Keep us vigilant. Keep us vigilant to where we would not turn away from you. We will become closer to you, so that we may endure until you completely set us free by your mercy and your grace. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. I hope y'all enjoyed that prayer. Night prayer, morning prayer, it relieves me. And it reminds me, you know, we gotta stay focused on God. Cause I ain't gonna lie, some things that be going on be petty when you really think about it. And then I go to the side and I pray about it and I be like, I'm really acting silly right now. I gotta stay focused on God and what really matters. So each day we try to do things better than we did the day before. You know, make ourselves stronger mentally and physically and emotionally. Like me, like yesterday, I told y'all, the ones that was here yesterday, I fight the battle of smoking. And I pray each day, you know, I get stronger mentally to just put them things down, be like, look, it's enough of that. Trying to make a better version of myself, becoming better for me, for God, for my children, for the ones that's coming up under us. And I worry about our young people, y'all. But let's pray and keep our eyes on God. I hope y'all enjoyed this live, this video. And I hope y'all learned something new tonight, or y'all took away at least one thing positive from this situation tonight, from the reading, or from what I've been babbling on and on, from what I've been trying to get across to y'all. Thank y'all for joining Laid Back Topics. I love that y'all. Hey KB, thank you for joining. How you doing? I'm glad that y'all came and y'all spent the hour with me, or about an hour. I've been rambling for about an hour. And I hope y'all have a blessed night and a blessed day tomorrow. God bless y'all. And I'm out. $30 viewers. It don't want to stop.
It's not touchscreen.
Oh, that's why I'm tripping.